This is the first time I've touched a Paradox game in a really long time, and I knew when I eventually did, it would be for this mod right here. And apparently it's been out for a while, it just went right over my head, but I've been waiting for this for literally years. And I actually just got a new update too recently. The scenario here is basically an apocalyptic event has hit the Earth, sending the North American and South American continents back to the medieval ages. Finally, our own Dark Ages. Now we do begin here sometime in the future, about 450 years in the future. Kind of funny how you start this scenario off on July 4th, when there's really nothing even recognizable to the United States at this point. Obviously, after an apocalyptic event, it's not like humans are going to immediately be able to rebuild. It took Americans a couple centuries after modern society collapsed to get to the medieval ages. Now, there's still plenty of old remnants of states you might remember. There's Utah and Kansas and Nebraska and a bunch more that are still to pop up. That's the thing here. There's so many crazy Easter eggs, and we're going 1,000 years into the future, so you see wild things. One of my favorite empires on this map is the Holy Columbian Commonwealth, which is like if the Deep South rose again to form, well, like we've been talking about, whatever this is. These are obviously extremely passionate evangelicals. In fact, faith in this world is very fascinating. It's not all one thing. We've definitely gone back to just fighting based off religion alone. This huge pocket of Mormonism here. I don't even really know what California is doing. What is all this? There's a Viking faith, of course, right here next to the Great Lakes, which, funny enough, this is also the same place in America that has the most Nordic heritage, so they would be going back to Vikings. There's also plenty of Native American tribes that have re-risen and taken back the land. I'm focusing a lot on North America, but there's a very big South America as well, and also a really giant Brazil. Kind of looks like a Byzantium ruler, if anything. Also really love the culture map mode because we still have Texas culture brewing, as well as Californians that have kind of escaped to Baja California in Mexico. Tejanos down here just north of the Rio Grande, and that good old Dixie culture. Oh man, oh, the Louisianan somehow is French still being spoken? Oh no, not Quebec culture, not Quebec culture! Do you think they still have poutine in this universe? Or far worse, pineapples on pizza? That is a Canadian invention after all. I doubt it, because it's the medieval ages, essentially. We don't have the technology to do this. Funny enough, starting things off, economically speaking, Brazil has the most amount of money being produced in their provinces. So look at that development out of Mexico City. They're doing a lot better than the rest of the states. Oh, this is what I wanted. Languages. Oh, so does not everyone speak English anymore? There's definitely a different variant of Spanish, the Norteña version of Spanish. There's also literally the Spanglish language here, and I believe modern day Arizona. Oh god, they're speaking Californian in California, but there is Spanglish too. Good. France does kind of still exist, whatever that version of French is. They don't speak that exactly in Quebec. That's more of a Canadian, oh no, Canadian language. To be fair, this map mode's called court language. Does that mean that they only speak these languages in the court where the kings and stuff do? The Sioux language. My goodness, that's still a lot of Portuguese. Was curious if there are any plagues. I don't think there's any plagues at the moment, but there probably will eventually be plagues because that's just what humans have to deal with that. I mean, damn, humans literally dealt with it in our universe not that long ago. So plagues are going to be an issue. So let's fast forward time just a few years and see exactly what happens on the map. Why does it feel like Florida would thrive in this universe? They're just going to send out their pet alligators to take back the US. Definitely got to watch the Sioux tribe. I mean, they're getting really big. They're currently a nomadic tribe, as well as they're very close to a lot of tribal governments. A good point. I just realized, like, not every nation on the map is going to be technically a feudal nation or, you know, like stereotypical medieval. What the heck is range? Also, who's the equivalent of like the Mongols going to be? Eurasian bureaucracy here in California. There's got to be a Mongolian tribe that rises up, but who likes horses? I think the Incans have returned out here in modern day Peru. Oh, the king of Brazil, Emperor Pedro X. Oh, I remember that guy. Well, not him, but another Pedro. Glad they're keeping up those traditions in the Brazilian nation. I think Pedro II was a little bit more popular though. But yeah, he got himself an older woman, 4 years older. Nice. Wait, so is everyone still Catholic out here, basically in Latin America? I don't think I can call this Latin America anymore. Also, no. Israel. What the hell? What the how? Yeah, a lot of native religions have made a comeback in most of the continent. A lot of these might be offshoots of Catholicism though. I can't even begin to explain some of it. What is that? Is it like some dwarven religion? Definitely just keeping an eye on the Mormons. Also, are they still able to ride the bikes in the medieval ages? I don't see why not. There had to be a couple of bikes that survived the apocalypse. Wait, but where are the Amish? If anyone's gonna thrive, it's gonna be the Amish. They have to be in this mod. I don't know where they are, but I guarantee you there's somewhere. So again, a big nation I'm gonna keep my eye on here is this Holy Columbius Commonwealth. Content atheist, but you're leading a very evangelicus nation. Wait, what? He's a genius though, so I guess that's good for him. Also, the nation of Magnolia right next to it. This is like a reference to Mississippi. I love how there's like a little boat right here, like going down the river. And then my birth state of Alabama. There's Birmingham. Where's Montgomery? Auburn. New Orleans has formed a little city-state right here. Of course, they're speaking French. Man here got himself some concubines. Oh, I wouldn't want to attack that place, that's for sure. Sinaloa. Oh, they got the hats. Look at this guy's stash. She is a seducer of Sinaloa. Probably she doesn't have even more kids than that. He's only 29. Give her some more time. Look how the Californian redwoods have formed their own thing right here. Giant Viking man just walking through that, I guess. No, the Vikings are more over here towards the Great Lakes, but believe it or not, the map does clean itself up. Like massive nations do begin to form. It takes some time though. I'm now just realizing how splintered Michigan is. What happened to you, Michigan? Maybe Detroit will unite you? Heck, the nation of Bruce. Also the Nickel Belt. So what's going on in Manhattan? What's going on with New York City? New York City has been, like, they've literally gone back into colonial mode. Speaker Chad of New York. What an absolute Chad. He is, in fact, from the county of Manhattan. Yo, you need to get a wife, man. You're 29, unmarried. That's how things go really bad in the medieval ages. You gotta find it. Well, I guess there is an error. Oh, it's his mom. Oh, you don't want that. Chad, you are not being a Chad at all right now. You need to chat it up. Are you currently in a war? You might be thinking about it. Okay. Well, who has Long Island? This 9-year-old girl controls Long Island. New Haven. Really liking these coat of arms though, I'll say that. See, like the Northeast is a very small, oh, that's a pretty giant Maine. The Northeast is obviously a lot of smaller states, but we really got to pay attention to what's going on up here. There's New Hampshire and the Green Mountains. Oh, I can't even imagine what's happening in West Virginia. The Eldridge horrors that's happening. What the hell did I say? Eldridge? Those Appalachian mountains are already horrifying in the modern day. Can you imagine the medieval times again? Probably some horrific things brewing because now humans don't have technology anymore. Maybe Bigfoot even would be able to make a comeback. Badgerland. Is this a reference to the Wisconsin Badgers? Oh, that looks like is that a plague? What the hell's going on right here? Oh, that is a plague. Oh, wow, that's not good. Oh, there's several plagues around the world. Now, we don't know if this one's actually going to grow and get, like, really massive. I don't think we have a population density map. I wish we did, but it's possible the plague just stays in this location. Well, that is not good if you are a Viking, if you want to be a Viking. I would assume the city of Las Vegas would not be able to survive this event because it's barely surviving now. I don't see a settlement out here that even looks remotely close to Las Vegas. I think it might have died. Like, without, I don't know, without the mafia, what are they gonna do? I just realized I have an Ohio flag in my background for this video. Okay, Ohio is not recognizable, but there is a Miami Valley, not Miami, Florida. I've obviously not played CK3 in a long time, but the way they, like, display plagues now is just so horrific and disgusting. It's like plaguing. Let's go and move a little bit further into the future. New ruler in California. She's known as the eternal living guru, Lori of California. She's 5? She doesn't look 5. The hell? Child of concubine, born in gold. The throne of Atlantis? Is Atlantis here? He's bald. Apparently, that's what it says, bald. And he maybe went to Stanford University, but he is bald. I guess I would be as well. Portlandia. So the city of Portland has finally formed something just south of Washington, obviously in Oregon. Washington's still a mess. Oh, Vancouver's formed their own nation for now. I mean, obviously a lot of this stuff is going to get eaten up, but it's interesting to see what forms. See, they have not gotten a grip at all over this plague, that's for sure, but it's only affecting the coastline. I wonder why these so the colonials, I think they're like role-playing back. I think these are like crazy lore people. Like they're crazy, what is the word? They're just role players. They're role-playing revolutionary America. Why are they shorter too? Did they do that on purpose? Because a lot of those people, James Madison, I think was the shortest president. He was like 5'2". He has herpes. Okay, so they really are role-playing hardcore revolutionary America. CK2, we've got the speaker Chad. He finally did find himself a wife, and at 39, she is 16. So, she also speaks Yiddish, and she might be Jewish. Okay. Is there another city named Atlantis? No, this is a county named Atlantis. Delaware is currently fighting a war right now for the presidency. Is this the president? President Franklin II. He is known as the president, custodian of Washington, whatever that means. So does this guy, is he claiming that he should own everything again? Let's keep an eye on that guy. This guy's getting a big old family out of the Holy Columbian Commonwealth. Lots of siblings. He better hope that none of them tries to kill him. New Orleans is somehow still alive. What's going on with this guy's face, though? Oh, he is possessed, possibly by Satan. Classic voodoo vibes in Louisiana, I guess. What is she wearing? What's this little cone here? Again, the Alamo still stands. I think the Yucatan Peninsula was getting pretty big. It's been broken up now. I mean, again, it's so easy for your empire to break apart in this game because as soon as you, like, lose, like, a certain king dies, and if the heir is, like, controversial, it splits up. You know, Game of Thrones stuff. I explained that so poorly, but you know what I'm saying. Navajo land. Holy crap. Yo, this person, what is going on? She looks like a ghost. I guess I do as well. Saskatchewan. Why is it called Saskatchewan? She's an evil atheist. What did I just stumble upon? Has tons of children, though. Am I supposed to believe there's like Chinese ethnicity here located in Calgary? Do I want to look deeper into this? What the hell? Why is Roswell here? Oh, do they believe in aliens? No way. I think this religion believes, oh, these are holy sites. Area 51 is a holy site. I don't know why Los Angeles is a holy site. They're like Scientologists, but they legitimately possibly believe in aliens. Lubbock, Texas. I want to follow this religion. Oh, they might follow they might like nukes. What the hell? Whereas if I was following the Viking culture, there's holy sites in Green Bay, of course, Detroit, Chicago. That's interesting. I'm guessing the Israel land. I mean, we don't even know if that still exists. I'm assuming the Eastern Hemisphere has been blown to bits. Like, it's not even really there anymore. That's why the map is, we don't even know. But I bet you if we look on a deeper level, maybe there are Europeans that come later on in the game. Some survivors from Europe. Maybe they'll be like zombies, though. It's still freaking me out this girl's 5. She does not look 5. Not that that looks like, wow, that is horrific. I guess it's better than looking 0. I mean, the Mormons got a very obvious holy site, Salt Lake City, but for some reason also Kansas City. Oh, I didn't know that Louisiana legitimately has a religion called voodoo. So that makes more sense. I need to try to pay more attention to what's going on. And oh, the Israeli, yeah, we should probably look into this. Israelites of the new universal pact. Sins are being drunkard, being sadistic, being cynical, and lustful. Hold on, let me find the alien people again. Their only sins is being callous, impatient, and lazy. That's interesting. They're very diligent, patient people, and compassionate. Oh, alien people. I hope they take back their holy site of Roswell. Wait, sorry, they have that. They need to take back Area 51, though. They need to get up here somehow. Yeah, look, there's a penalty. They need to control that at some point. Okay, let's continue on to the future here. We're definitely seeing this Mexico state get a little bit bigger, led by a man who apparently is disgraceful. Okay, this nation just continues to get bigger and bigger. Saskatchewan, who is still considered an evil atheist. And she's also one-legged. Patricia! Larger nation here forming in Greenland, but after the apocalypse, I have to imagine Greenland probably only has like 3 people up here. It is still a tribal government. This man apparently has cheated on his wife. He is an adulterer, but I mean, aren't they all at this point? Not a lot of them, but I mean, dang. They all have concubines. Looks like the plague has finally stopped, at least up here in the Hudson Bay. There are, however, still plagues out there, but they're not too bad. There's a nation in Florida that's kind of beginning to form. We also have Costa del Oro, the Gold Coast down here. And the West Indies is back. Wow. Why would they bring that back? She's very proud of it, I guess. She's Jamaican. Oh, this is a Jamaican thing? Well, they're mostly Cubanos. Jamaican, Cubans, with the DR. Haiti still exists, but under a new name. I forgot to check all these little islands. So no one's got to oh, this is still the West Indies. Wow, so the West Indies is a very big Caribbean nation. Kind of looking forward to see how big they get. La Habana. I don't know if they're going to be able to survive this. Got an interesting hat. Princess of Cuba. They both have pretty strong militaries. Like, I mean, this person alone, she can just raise 6,000 men. Hudsonia has begun to take over. However, New York is still here. The speaker. A lot of weird things happening in the East Coast. What am I talking about? Didn't we have, what did we have in California? Some sort of voodoo expert? No, she wasn't voodoo. I don't know why I was thinking she was like some astrologist. Well, she's 15 now. Oh, she's a guru. Close enough. Oh, I think I think of astrology because she's a Virgo. I don't know. I don't know what any of that means, to be honest. Colorado is migrating quite a far away from where they're supposed to be. Churchill. Why don't you have a shirt on, sir? Do you follow the religion of church? What? Scaly? Why would you show that off then if you're scaly? Anyways, the presidency has gotten bigger and bigger. They're now led by, oh, this guy lost an eye. He's also 73. I can't believe he's still going. They do have children. They do have an heir. District of Delaware Valley. See, I love that like these Americans have gone back like with the coat of arms and everything. Everyone has their own specific coat of arms in different states. I think I like this so much just because, you know, we don't get to experience what it's like to have like centuries and centuries of history in the US, so it's fun. This is, you know, every American wants more history. Siouxland! Oh man, she imprisoned her husband. Brazil's still going very strong out this way, and so are the Incas on the other side of this continent. They're definitely getting larger. Literally a nation based off of an NFL team. Oh my god, he has a helmet hat! That's insane. That is so funny. These people literally, they worship football still. Damn, this guy got some kids. And of course, his son leading the tradition of being a Packer. Oh, their last name is Packer. That is so dumb. It's so hilarious. They worship cheese. Shouldn't they be wearing cheese on top of their head too? Yeah, all their last names, all the kids are named Packer. And you just pumped out another kid. How many kids are you gonna have? Man, you're 57 and your wife's 50. How are you still doing this? How much window that she literally, that window was closing. Does menopause happen in this game? There's probably so many other Easter eggs that I'm missing, but I'll get to them hopefully. And the Holy Columbian Commonwealth still going strong. Hasn't lost much land, but hasn't gained much land either. The Viking religion seems to be going slowly down. Oh, the culture in Green Bay's Cheesehead. Okay, just making sure. They're literally called Cheeseheads. There's a Mountaineer. Are Mountaineers really? I thought Mountaineers were more like West Virginia. I completely forgot to check Newfoundland. What the heck is going on in Newfoundland? Oh, it's literally called Newfoundland, and it's frozen over. Amazonian. Powerful, healthy, and strong. She's a sublime female physique. How tall are we talking? I mean, she's at least like as tall as her husband. What qualifies Amazonian? Also, what's going on with your kids? Why do they both... Is this a fashion thing? Or did something happen to his face? It doesn't say anything happened to his face. So that's cool that they're both rocking it. Oh, she has cancer. Okay, never mind. I don't think it has anything to do with it. But yeah, again, this Canadian province getting bigger and bigger. Her empire can get bigger, but she can't grow back that leg. Oh man, New Orleans is really getting close to falling. Chesapeake. Wait, you're not... How did you... What the heck? Okay, well, maybe it's possible that we reunite the United States because this president grabbed Florida. General Douglas of the Chesapeake. Well, things are still going pretty strong for this nation, I guess, then. I mean, that happens a lot in CK, like, the games, because you can get random enclaves because of marriages and things like that. There's a whole bunch of ways to explain this. I like how she has the overseer, like, trade here, but she's also one-eyed, so she can't be that much of a... No, you're gonna finish that. Kind of rooting for Sinaloa. That'd be crazy. El Gallo de Sinaloa. The Alamo is getting bigger. Whoa, very interesting. What? This kid is not ready, but... So we have a lot of people role-playing revolutionary or just like old school times dressing. Let's go a little bit further into the future. Really like these really cool pieces of artwork, seeing what it would look like war, at least in the Americas. A massive split has taken place here. Now Dakota has arrived, which I don't really know what that even is. His last name is Dakota. He's also a lunatic. This guy has like no military though. He's gonna need to get up his forces there. No one wants to fight for a lunatic. I feel like those are the best people to fight for. They're literally insane. Dang, Lori's still going strong. Californian 25 guru, most Californian thing I've seen. She got a whole lot of buddies, and by buddies I'm a 70-year-old what the hell? A concubine is a lesser status than a spouse, allowed faiths, whatever. Damn, what the hell? Okay, I'm not judging. You do what you want to do. Dang, what happened to your man's eyes? Oh, he's disloyal. Did she get his... Did she pick his eyes out? What the hell is going on in this game? 2 of her concubines are women and 1 is a man. Very, very California here. Uh-oh, a little bit of trouble happening in the Holy Columbian Commonwealth. Seems like there might be a little bit of some revolts. It was funny when, like, the Commonwealth had a ruthless atheist leading them at first, but now that's not the case. New Orleans still survives, just barely. He has a kid, this man, but he doesn't have a wife. Out of concubine. Oh, okay, I guess I should have expected that. To say, did he just miraculously conceive? Which, speaking of that, how's my alien people doing? Oh no, they're not doing that great. The alien people, they've lost. Well, they still have Roswell, one of their big holy sites. The alien people are not a conglomerate. They're all messed up. Albuquerque. They're not like one giant empire. They're actually split up, which is not good for that religion. They'll probably get wiped out. A big old plague popping up here in Mesa. Also, Detroit is getting big, but they're experiencing a pretty massive plague. Chesapeake still survives, and so does the presidency. Actually, we have the colonial... What? The something. I don't know what that is. She's a drunkard, though. Not that that matters. I'm not going to judge. And this man's blue face here. Also, we still have a unified Newfoundland. I mean, I feel like they're going to be able to pretty much just stay on the coast. I wouldn't even go in. I would just try to do my own thing out here. Dang, they all got this style now. They're all covering their face. Oh, Dakota's been struggling, but for some reason, I kind of expected that. Not super surprised. We also have a Mexico getting larger and larger. I like how, for the most part, Central America stays recognizable. I mean, you could still see Nicaragua. You could still see San Salvador, Costa Rica, Panama is stretching kind of down. Oh, wait, they just lost that, didn't they? El Pacifico. Dang, this guy got some drip. He's only 16. Well, how are the Israelites still doing? Wait, where'd they go? Oh, crap, they're gone. What did you do with them? Yo, they're legit. I don't know. Oh, here, they're probably not going to be here for much longer. Well, oh, and Brazil fell apart. I almost completely... Oh, no, they didn't. Never mind. Oh, man, I feel like you should have every leader be named Pedro for the historical significance of that. The West Indies has kind of fallen, but we have seen a unified Cuba out of it. And as soon as I say that, oh, that's still around. Just a new dude is in charge. And that West Indies is pretty cool, though. Oh, it's still here. It's still here, and it's actually controlling a lot of the islands. This feels like a Fallout mod. Fallout New Vegas, Fallout California. I guess it is supposed to be. I mean, it's very similar to that, obviously, Drew. Let's keep on going. What the hell? Why are there hippos? What kind of... Is this like Spain, but they're fighting massive hippos instead? Man, these things really help with the lore building. Patricia! They just keep getting bigger. Sasquatch China has gotten... I feel like the colors definitely changed. The Dakotas do still exist, though. Throne of Atlantis is still here. These are some strange people. I'm not sure why the north of the bay has decided to be Atlantis. Is there a place called Atlantis? All right, my guru, she's 36 years old now. She got 5 kids. She had to replace one of her concubines because one was 70, so she was obviously not going to make it. Her blind husband is still alive. Oh, this is her governor. Oh, that is her spouse. I'm sorry. Why does he look like that? He looks terrified of her. He's an Aries. I love how important California takes their, like, astrology. So the primary primary heir. Oh, he's blind too. He's 18 and he went blind already. Pisces. Obviously, he's born out of the concubine stuff. I can break down California into the Andreas region, the Valley, SoCal. They're getting into Baja California. They haven't gotten all the way down there anymore though yet. Mormonism still going strong 50 years into this game. United Greenland and Newfoundland. General Bethesda of Chesapeake. She's 24. Her 64-year-old husband just died, so she's gonna maybe want to get a new one of those. Maybe. I mean, you don't have to. Meanwhile, New York still exists, although oh my god, he's incestuous. Mikey's known for having sexual relations with his relatives. Well, she's dead. So what did you do? Or is it with him? I don't know. I'm not gonna judge. Dang, he's 54. He has a wife. Okay, I was gonna say, if it says that he was also incestuous, then we can confirm that that was with, well, I don't know. Yeah, it was with his sister. Okay. Just wondering. I don't care. You do you guys, America. Surprised to see that up there and not in Alabama, though. I do like that in Alabama, but Alabama's been taking that, they've been taking over. Commonwealth is facing a pretty big plague right now still. Jeez, Florida's still such a mess. But like that we have the United Cuba here. You guys got a Chad Jaw. He's been mewing. Viking culture still exists. Mormonism as well. I forgot that I can half moon. Sacramental herbs. They have some sort of marijuana plant as their favorite religion and the half moon thing. I don't know. Inner journey. So don't be an alcoholic, but you do want to do herbs. Wait, where's the holy sites for half moon? I was wondering if it was going to be like Colorado. Wasn't Colorado the first state to legalize that? How's West Florida in northern Louisiana? I'm not going to ask any questions. You can do anything you want this game. I wish I did check out a little bit more of South America, because who knows what kind of Easter eggs we can find down here. Probably some crazy. Well, that's an interesting hat. Wait, what's that hat again? I've seen that before. It's an interesting combination. We have a chiefess. Wait, I guess, well, it's just a different interesting hat combination, I guess you should say. Glad Green Bay is still going strong, and they're both keeping up their tradition. Even his wife who's leading it, that's so beautiful. Of course she's a drunkard. I would be too. Yo, give your kids the helmets. What are you guys doing? Still the Packer family leading. Oh, just look at that coat of arms. It's literally the Green Bay Packer. I didn't even see that part. Keep the cheese heads going strong. Oh, there's Chicagoland too. I'm sorry, I gotta root for them though. Up north, we've got the Up North Old Dominion. Oh no, so the presidency thing changed. Was it before or after this guy got herpes? He is a twin, so maybe some funky things happen with that. That'd be so cool. Gladiatorial games trying to kill hippos. They're more dangerous than bulls, apparently. I mean, they oof more people. California facing a little bit of problems down here. How's the guru gonna survive that? Her spouse did just die. She's now 47. Damn, how many kids you got? Damn! 9 kids? To be fair, she did lose some of them. This is so funny. The sub-perfect Danielle of San Diego. Some of these names. Always gotta have her concubines. Her main heir is still there, though he is blind. Glad to see Nevada is here. Do they have Reno? Well, that's not what I expected from the leaders of Nevada. Government type slowly changing. It does look like, well, there seems, I feel like there's less tribal and more feudal. I don't think anyone's going to be able to take down the South. They just hold such a strong military. Surprisingly, Chesapeake still has access to a lot of Florida. The leader of the Chesapeake has murdered somebody. I mean, it happens. It's the medieval times. You gotta do what you gotta do. The Ohio Valley, also Greater Reserve. Love the artwork on the map. That's really cool. What is going on here? Looks like we have some conquistadors. What part is this? Is this Machu Picchu? Oh, that's the Cristo Redentor. This is in Brazil somewhere. So there's some funky things happening in Brazil. Which, speaking of that, Brazil is not doing good anymore. What even is this? Empire of... This is not even Brazil. Brazil is falling apart. How did they even get in charge? Like, how do you travel in this universe? Experienced traveler. Also, you're one-legged. That must have been hard to travel like that. Speaking of people that got a bunch of kids, this guy also got a bunch of kids. Only one of them died. So I believe the Incans still going strong. It's a funny combination of 2 traits. That's fascinating. Damn! Okay, I think we might have found the record. Again, a lot of them passed away, so I don't even blame her. It is her. She's 65 years old, so she had some time to pump them all out. I give her credit for that. Man, she's got plenty of heirs. This nation's gonna survive forever. I'm gonna be sad when the guru finally dies. She's 65. We probably won't see her for much. What the hell? Oh, that's a governor. Okay, I was gonna say. So she never remarried, which is kind of beautiful, and she only has 1 concubine right now. She stopped having kids, finally. Couldn't compete with the lady from the Inca tribe, I guess. Ooh, this man that leads the Holy Commonwealth, he's a torturer. What kind of mess has he gotten himself into? Missouri's here, kind of big. Superior. Oh no, did Superior take down Green Bay? Oh no, we don't have Green Bay anymore. That sucks. Maybe they'll come back. So New York's still barely existing. They are still here. Just don't look that good. Look at Kansas go in the middle of the nation. Does she not have eyes? Or is she just wearing glasses? She might just be wearing glasses. That is a really epic, that's epic coat of arms from her family. Again, the Commonwealth kind of holding on, but it looks like there's a lot of revolts happening here. Cuba's also kind of ran into some issues. They no longer have a unified island. The West Indies still going. Oh no, the guru finally passed, but wait, who is this? Oh, so her dad took over for like, I don't know, it wasn't that long, and then now this is her daughter. So her grandmother was that guru we followed forever. She's chosen to not have any concubines, at least at the moment. She is drunk. She's been able to do a lot of traveling. Where is she from? Located in Sacramento. The Atlantis nation is gone. Oh no, it's actually gotten bigger. They are facing a little plague though. Vancouver Island still exists, even though their leaders ate. Well, they don't have the throne yet, but they're getting there. Brazil is again unrecognized. Oh, they're still kind of big. They just geez, what are you wearing that for? Is that necessary? Yeah, this is a huge nation. They're probably not gonna be able to keep all that. The headwear just gets weirder and weirder every time we load up new stuff. Yeah, he is the Incan emperor. Mormon's still going strong. 100 years into the save. I think it's a lot more than 100 years. In exceptionalists, this seems like a new religion. Holy Site, San Antonio, and New Orleans. Intervention, rationing, and liberty or death. Is this some sort of American, like, extreme ideology? Is a head of faith, and it's the president here. President of what? Oh, the president of, wow. So this is like the Pope. This literally is the Pope. And Texas is really worshiping the Pope that still lives in Washington, D.C., modern day Washington, D.C. I don't know what it's called now. Some weird stuff going on. I'm so sad. Oh, the cheesehead culture is still here. And there is Wisconsin. Okay, well, they're no longer called Green Bay, but at least they still wear the helmets, so that's cool. Yeah, this Commonwealth facing more and more trouble. Oh, we have a Tennessee and Kentucky that's joined us. So Chesapeake has just grabbed New York City. Well, this is the presidency, and then this is the, I don't know, why is this guy giving me the Giga Chad look? King Roland of the Chesapeake, he's 16, Republican error. And then the twin crowns are growing up this way. They seem like they'd have an interesting government type. Nope, they're tribal. Not that interesting, I guess. Range. What is this range thing? What kind of government type is that? There is a high republic government type that's growing out of the Caribbean and the Yucatan Peninsula. California finally expanding their borders, and they're going inland, wrapping around Death Valley. They're not trying to, wow, I wouldn't wrap around. Jeez, she's scary. The deprived, I wouldn't want to attack her either. Okay, so this drunkard girl, the great-granddaughter of the first lady that we were following, she only has one concubine, respectable, and that's with a dead husband. She never remarried, I don't think. I mean, I don't really know. I don't know why I'm saying that. She could have. She's been a drunkard her whole life, and she's still going strong. Respect. Big Sky is now forming, which apparently they both have eye problems in this nation. Also very thick Nebraska. The Sasquatch China thing is still here. Sasquatcha, another big nation forming up here in like the tribal region. Greenland is still united. They're actually expanding a little bit into the northern Canadian islands. The Commonwealth has kept it together so far, though they have been facing a lot of problems. New Orleans still exists, and exceptionalism is still down here in Texas, and these are some weird holy sites. The new leader is over here, the Mayflower. There's a Mayflower religion? What the heck is that about? They're just following the Mayflower boat, I guess. Gotham? What the hell? There's a city called Gotham. Do they please tell me they believe in like Batman? I don't know if they believe in Batman, but it looks like they could. Please tell me that's the case here. So what happened to everyone that was here before? Yeah, there's definitely Tycoon. Look, he has the title of Tycoon. There's so many Easter eggs that are going over my head for sure. I'm just trying. Okay, Brazil still exists. I'm trying to keep up. And Chile is here. I like the idea of them celebrating Christmas still, of course, but they probably have some crazy cultural shifts. A new state is formed here in Texas called Estacado. I don't know what that is. I guess it's a nomadic government. Still following that exceptionalism, but that was also real roader. Voodoo has not moved at all. Neither is Mormonism, though. Most of the faiths aren't going to change as much. That's going to take more time. Evangelical. That's crazy that all this still follows all that, but I mean, they haven't been able. Oh, they're having some problems. We've got a fully formed Louisiana and Magnolia, so they are finally facing issues. Who messed this up? Was it you? Lisping? Were you lisping too much? Well, Gotham still exists. It's the state of Gotham. Principal list. I just thought like there'd be, where are the Joker people at? There's got to be people that live like the Joker in there, right? Michigan is getting, they're really I don't know what they're doing. They exist in Michigan, but they are getting highly off track. Alberta now, the province is theirs here. That's a big California. They finally united Baja California. Man, that must be just a normal thing. California just has a bunch of kids. All the leaders do. No, aliens. Which reminds me, I feel like there's probably like pilgrimage that are happening. Is Manifest Destiny still an idea? I bet you it is. Certain kingdoms probably still want to expand westward. All right, Brazil has collapsed, I think, finally, or like whatever other equivalent state. The Incas are also kind of going down. The hats are again, they're getting crazier. Oh, this guy's a propulsionary spender. He spends too much money. The West Indies still exist out this way. Is this guy a giant? This guy looks like he's a giant, or is the region just really tiny? I don't know what this is forming out of Louisiana. Literally a nation called the Rio Grande. Oh, there's some pretty bad plagues that are happening now. I don't know what nation this is. They got cool hats though. So the Great Divide. The hats really tell me a lot about the culture and how much that's changing. I guess there's no Mongolian uprising, or maybe it's going to be Ohio right now. Look how large Ohio's getting. Ohio, where's the nation of Skibbity? Dang, I don't even know what's going on here anymore. I mean, I guess New York is back. They're still doing their weird stuff again though. He's an herbalist. Cat skill? What does that mean? Do they worship cats? I mean, hey, the Egyptians did. Oh, Ohio's up in Canada. I'm sorry. Now you have to deal with that too. It's no longer just the US has to deal with Ohio. Oh, so California was even bigger. They are dealing with like a slight, small civil war. Wow, 8,000 military troops. Way stronger than the Commonwealth right now. This also seems to be a place clearly in South America, I would assume. Maybe Peru? I wonder what's happened with the horses. So like the story behind horses is we did have native North American horses that must have crossed the Bering Strait. Then Europeans brought back horses like thousands of years, centuries later, something like that. So what has happened? These are very different horses. I don't even know. What am I talking about? California did permanently split. There is now a SoCal nation, which I'm going to root for. This 76-year-old lady, she's called the Worthy. Clearly the culture of still having a bunch of kids is still here and a bunch of concubines. I believe this is probably the same. Yeah, they still do the whole Aries thing. All right, this is basically still California, but they decided to split up. Are these ladies sisters? They look awfully similar. BC. Also, Cascadia is formed. This guy's got a monster beard. Nueva Leon is one of the biggest states out of Texas. Nueva Navarra. Now, Navarra out of Spain. Is that what that's referencing? Kind of looks like E.T., doesn't she? She's sterile, so I'm not going to make a comment about that. Interesting, though. The Commonwealth has made somewhat of a comeback. This man's attractive? Well, he's 56. Maybe he was back in the day. You get to be so mean in this game. I love it. Ohio does still exist. Oh, but Ontario has kind of made a comeback. Ontario is actually, what is this, in Virginia? New England has formed just around Gotham. I have a feeling this Gotham has nothing to do with Batman, and I'm like immensely disappointed. There is still Wisconsin, there is still Chicago, and I believe there's still Cheeseheads, but oh man, they're facing a pretty big plague. Who's Green Bay's biggest rival? Is it like the Minnesota Vikings? You think they caused it? I wouldn't put it past them. Unfortunately, that the Incan are almost completely gone. South America is just a complete mess. You can't even really tell what's going on here anymore. By the year 3001, over 1,000 years into the future, South America is still a mess, but there has been, well, it looks slightly bigger. California's still divided, but the borders look a little bit more clean. Oh wait, how is it? Your landscape is changing. Why is your landscape changing like that? Baja California is now back, and now it's deserty? Is there climate change or something? Some of this stuff I'm surprised about. Oh no, not Ohio again. The Sage of Ohio. Not gonna lie, that sounds pretty epic. Yeah, I swear there needs to be someone needs to be named Bruce Wayne. New England has gotten awfully big. Also, Michigan is perfect, at least with this upper peninsula. They actually have the up too. Wait, is that? No, that's somebody else. And Wisconsin's here. North Star, the North Star State. I like that name. The Dakotas. Oh, Alaska, finally. Oh man, he looks pretty cool. We'll see how long they can survive for. Greenland. Oh, they got their old school name. What culture are they following? I don't know what that is. Cool religion? Where are their holy sites? Gifts of the Spirit, adaptive. Yeah, the religions are actually starting to get bigger and bigger. Oh, Mormonism's getting destroyed. Yeah, the faith map mode's getting pretty interesting. You got a pretty big Panama that I guess took out Costa Rica at some point. Is the West Indies still here? They are still here. They're still trying to take back stuff. They've never really fully recovered. They did make it to Florida though. Veracruz, Baja, Nueva Leon, Jalisco. Not much out of Mexico, I noticed. They have not formed a big empire yet. I just realized that was not 1,000 years into the future, but this is. It's 1,000 years into the future from our timeline, I guess, but not from the start of this video. This looks like a Napoleonic battle that's happening right here in front of me. So 4001 AD, and like I said, the nations were gonna get big. So Mexico did end up doing something, and they renamed themselves to Nueva Leon. I love this guy's hairstyle. He reminds me of Javier Bardem from No Country of Old Men. He's only 13. What the hell? That guy looks like 40. I guess that hairstyle does it to you. Well, good thing he's fertile. California still exists. The heads, the hats are changing a lot. The religion of the astrology is still going on. Man, this house is still going strong too. The Golden Empire of California. I do like that name. So they ended up uniting with SoCal. Kansas ended up getting pretty big. Also Mississippi. So we never really got a Texas. The hell is that? Do I really want to know what that is? Also, their complexion, very interesting. He's beautiful. Yes, he is. Atlantica has formed. We're gonna look at all their government types later on, but I'm curious. Right here, Thunderland, right above that. There's a giant Cascadia, but there's actually two different. Wait, so there must have been a massive Cascadia not that long ago. If we keep letting them play out, they might reform. That's definitely the strongest empire. Or is it the Arctic? The thing is, like, nobody lives here. This guy suffers from a guilty conscience. What did he do? He's a seducer and a torturer, so what did he not do? He's a fertile genius at 76 years old. Impressive. Yeah, the Holy Columbian Commonwealth, they survived to the very end. Why Why are these people getting more and more albino? Is it just me? Why are there certain people more albino than others? So the Commonwealth, the Evangelicals, they ended up getting to New York City. They ended up taking all this over. Oh, Canada is here. Caribbean was formed by El Caribe something. Oh my goodness, the inflation going on. How much inflation they got? Be careful, Venezuela. Oh wow, we've got a bunch of, oh, South America is here. Colombia, Bolivia, Uruguay. No Chile, no Argentina. Oh, and Brazil made an amazing comeback. That is really impressive. Oh, the 5 Guyanas. Is that the true answer? Is there 5 Guyanas here? There's definitely 3. How many more can you squeeze in there though? It's kind of impressive. Let's take a look at the faith map mode. Oh my god, what is that? Okay, well there's really only one faith. Is this real? Shoreline Catholic. They're Catholic pacifisms. So sin is being vengeful, callous, cowardly, wrathful, chaste. This is just like the 7 deadly sins, right? I guess it's only 6. So be calm, ambitious, compassionate, forgiving, and forwarder. Oh, is this a religion? This must be a religion out of Mexico. All their holy sites are in Mexico. Who's the leader? They don't have a head of faith. That's interesting. How did this dominate like that? In terms of culture, it is a giant mess. So the states have reformed a bunch of things, but culturally, it's just everywhere. Californiano, whatever that is. Coloradan there. Ozark. The Cheesehead still exists. That's cool. The Cree, like a Native American one. The Inuit. Yeah, the culture map is still a mess. Oh, I forgot to even look at houses. So really, well, because obviously the map is dominated by only a couple of nations, that means that obviously there's only a couple houses actually in charge here. Transylvania. No more Israelites. There's actually still pockets of things in there. What I want to see. Okay, so most of the world's dominated by feudalship. There's a little bit of kinship. So yeah, they've gotten rid of tribalism and what was the other one? Tribal and Hordic. I don't think it was Hordic. The High Republic has made it over there. Plagues are bad. I mean, we probably missed a pretty giant plague that ended up like causing a lot of chaos. And economically, everything, I mean, we're pretty late into the game, so everything's going to be pretty economic. Everything's super well developed, of course. Really cool to play this game again, Crusader Kings 3, after so long, and to play such a cool mod that obviously had a lot of love put into it. Big thanks to the patrons. Month 1 in Drew's basement. Kansas was mentioned. I can't sleep without Drew's voice. Drew's Argentinian grandpa. I'm back. Amateur archaeology. A fat Norwell. S. Connor Pavlik, beautiful Megan Underwood. Inquisitor Zarius. Kirino is Luxembourg best girl. Toward Tyrol, the Goat, the Mexican King 760, Bear Hayes, Frederick and Zany Boy.